Hello guys, it's Rafi here and I'm happy to have you in another video. So in this video we are going to see how we can start monitoring our tools inside the cluster we created in the previous videos using Prometheus in Grafana dashboards. If you watched previous videos up here, we managed to create the whole CICD system inside Kubernetes cluster. We deployed Jenkins inside Kubernetes and then managed it in a way that it used pods as agents to do the jobs and build the images and push the images to Docker registry. But what if something goes wrong with these CICD pipelines? The fact is, not only we have to monitor the Kubernetes cluster and track what is happening there, we also have to monitor all the tools we are going to use. In our case, we already implemented Jenkins and Argo CD, so we have to have an eye on those tools as well. If something goes wrong in one of the pipelines, we want to be notified, and for that purpose, we need a monitoring system. We deployed Prometheus as the core component of our monitoring stack. So it would be great if we somehow be able to monitor the CI/CD pipelines and the Jenkins ecosystem using Prometheus. Let's see how we can achieve it. So for that purpose, what we have to do is first go to Jenkins configuration and then manage Jenkins and then go to manage plugins. Inside manage plugins, we have to install Prometheus plugin, which simply is responsible to interpret all the things happening inside Jenkins ecosystem to Prometheus metrics. And then we have to configure Prometheus in a way that it starts interacting with these endpoints in Jenkins side and just pull all the metrics. And then by defining proper dashboards and graphs inside Grafana, we can track all the changes inside Jenkins ecosystem. So going back to the plugin manager, going to available plugins, search for Prometheus, and then Prometheus metrics is available here. Just install it. And then as you can see, it says it needs restart to support everything. We do so. Restarting Jenkins. Okay, after Jenkins got restarted, if the plugin is working correctly, you should be able to see Prometheus, all the metrics available inside Jenkins using this URL, actually your Jenkins URL, and then ending with Prometheus. Let's see if there you go. There are all the metrics available for Prometheus. So if we manage Prometheus in a way that it starts reaching out to these endpoints and just pull all the metrics, Prometheus starts collecting all the metrics related to Jenkins, and then we can visualize it using Grafana. Let's see it in action. First, what I want to do is going back to Grafana dashboards and then search for a proper dashboard for Jenkins. So there are several different dashboards with different graphs, as you can see. Beautiful graphs, let's say. But by the way, what we want to continue with is this specific dashboard, which is compatible with Prometheus, right? So click on it. Again, just copy the dashboard ID and then go back to dashboards and say the import. Save the dashboard. I don't know what I have changed, but save it. And then paste it here, load it here, and then add just the Prometheus as our data source. And hit the import. And yeah, there you go. Actually, there is no data. Why? Because basically we did not configure Prometheus in a way it can connect to Jenkins and pull the metrics. Prometheus metrics from it, right? And that's the reason, that's the scene actually you will encounter with when Prometheus does not have anything to provide for dashboard to define, right? Then let's go back to the Prometheus configuration and apply the new job with specification and scrape interval to start communicating with Jenkins endpoint. Going back to our terminal, and then let's see, what do we have there? We have Prometheus here, and then there is a configuration for Prometheus, as you can see. What I'm gonna do is add a new job, hopefully with the correct indentation, and then let's say, yeah, there it is. It should be fine. And there's a metric path. It should be Prometheus, as you could see going back to the browser just to show you. Here is the metric paths, right? So it should get to the Jenkins URL and then ask for this path to retrieve all the metrics. So going back to the code, we don't need any bureau token because it's not secure anyhow. And then the Jenkins target URL. Okay, Prometheus and Jenkins in our case are in the same cluster and in the same namespace, right? So let's get the service address for Jenkins. Okay, the name is Jenkins service, and I will assign it here. I put the full address of the Jenkins service here without HTTP for sure. Just to make it clear, if your Jenkins and your Prometheus are not in the same namespace, then you have to address it in a full format, right? So that's it. What I expect is actually after loading Prometheus with this new configuration, it also starts scraping the target of Jenkins Prometheus. So let's give it a restart. I would say tools and then monitoring and then Prometheus. Yeah, delete it. And then recreate it. And then see if it's loaded. Yeah, it's loaded without problem. We are good. Going back to the browser first. Let's browsing the Prometheus dashboard and search for Jenkins. Okay, still it is not anything related to Jenkins here. It would be because of the scrape interval, which is set to 15 seconds and it's not passed yet. So we will wait. Okay guys, apparently I have some misconfiguration here. Going to status and then targets, I see the Jenkins job is added, but the status is done. And it says, okay. It's something related to HTTPS client. Let's go back to the code and see what did I make wrong. So in this configuration, yeah, there it is. This is the problem here. The schema is set to HTTPS and it's incorrect. Let's delete it and then apply it. Then see if it's up and running. Yeah, going back to the browser one more time and give it a refresh. Yeah, this time Jenkins is actually up. Going to Prometheus and search for Jenkins. Yeah, we have all the metrics related to Jenkins. Now let's go back to the dashboards we actually imported in Grafana. So giving it a refresh caused to have some values here, and that's great, right? Basically, we have all the values we needed. So again, how we should use this graph? Let's see it in action. What I'm gonna do is put Jenkins under pressure by creating parallel jobs all together simultaneously and see the effects reflected here in the graph. Let's go for it. Going to Jenkins and then, where is it? Dashboard, and then our job, and one more time hit several times of build. Okay, as you can see, we have like 1, 2, 3, 4 parallel jobs, and I expect these metrics will be reflected in the graph shortly. Okay, now as you can see, something is happening. Executor in use 4. Why? Because we basically have 4 parallel jobs, 4 pods are being created, and this is something that we can see here. And then Jenkins itself is healthy, the memory utilization of Jenkins, the JVM free memory, and shortly we will have also job queue duration and other stuffs as well. Meanwhile, let's go back to the Kubernetes dashboards. Let's say browse the dashboards, save the dashboards here, okay. And then in general, go to Kubernetes. Yeah, you can see something is happening here as well. Going back to the Jenkins dashboard and wait for the jobs to be finished first. And then I would say let's configure it in a way that it fails at some steps, right? So for that purpose, let's edit something here, and that is let's say I will delete with credential block. So basically it will fail when it tries to push changes into the Git repository. Apply it, and then let's create a build of this new configuration as well. So we will have failed jobs, we will have successful jobs, we will have time to finish for each job, and all of them should be reflected into the Jenkins Grafana dashboard as well. Okay, now you see some of the jobs are already finished, like job number 8. Job number 11 should be failed in the last step, which is update deployment. Okay, as you can see, we have some of the jobs already finished, and these 3 jobs should fail because we changed it in a way that it will fail. And we expect all these metrics, all these happenings, all these events also reflected to the Grafana Jenkins dashboard as well. Let's go back there, and there you go. As you can see, now we have job queue duration graph here, and queue rate, and the processing speed, free JVM memory utilization, the general status of Jenkins, is it up or down, and then number of successful jobs, number of failed jobs, number of queue size, and etc, etc, right? So you got the idea. We can define some alerts based on the failed jobs, let's say. So as soon as we have some failed job, we will be notified through the alerting system of Grafana, and we will have a full understanding of what is happening in this system. Thank you so much, guys. It was a quick video. I wanted to emphasize on the fact that first we have to also monitor all the tools that we are using in our DevOps system, and second, how we can extend the usability of Prometheus as a core concept of our monitoring system, monitoring stack inside the cluster, right? In the next steps, in the next video, we will also see events in the applications are detectable using Prometheus inside the Kubernetes cluster. Prometheus basically can detect all the new applications, start pulling the metrics from them, and then later you can create graph for it. If you have any other components in your system, including Redis, including Kafka, any database or whatever, you can simply just define some jobs in Prometheus configuration and target them, and Prometheus is responsible to pull all the metrics from them, collect, and then having all those metrics collected, Grafana can visualize them in super easy way. The only thing you have to do is search for the dashboards you need. If it is available, perfect. You can just download it, import it, and use it. If it is not available, then you can simply just create one for yourself and then share it. That was all for this session. Thank you so much. If you find this video useful, please hit like, do subscribe, and share the link with your friends and colleagues. That will help a lot because it provides me with more motivation. It's a great help for me. Thank you so much and see you in the next video.